Hi, first graders. Today I have another new book to share with you, and it's called Ninja Red Riding Hood. Look at that. Let's go ahead and see what happens in this story. I already have an idea. I know who the bad guy is. Again, the wolf. Let's go see what happens in this one. Here's the title page, Ninja Red Riding Hood, told by Corey Rosen Schwartz and illustrated by Dan Sentat. And here is Red and the Wolf. Once upon a ninja-filled time, a wolf couldn't catch any prey. He kept getting licked by the dinner he picked and was growing more ticked by the day. Hey, this is a rhyming book. Did you hear all of the rhymes? It had prey and day and licked and picked. Did you hear them? They rhymed, right? Let's see if we can find some more rhyming words. His belly was aching for bacon. Did you hear that? Aching for bacon. I love that. I'm wasting away, he complained. To huff and to puff was no longer enough. Huff and puff enough. Do you hear the rhymes? So he snuck into school to be trained. Uh-oh. This could be trouble, right? He practiced his katas for hours and mastered the whirlwind and wheel. He jackknifed and flipped and at last felt equipped to once again catch a good meal. If I was Little Red Riding Hood, I'd be afraid. So drooling with anticipation, he set off in search of some meat. While deep in the wood, he met Riding Hood. I'm bringing my grandma a treat. The wolf licked his chops when he saw her and hastily thought up a plan. There are blossoms that way. You can pick a bouquet to give to your little old gran. Did you hear that one? Way and bouquet. Those two words rhyme too, right? Then the wolf took a shortcut to Grandma's, where he thought that he'd find her in bed. But Granny was gone, so he put her robe on and eagerly waited for Red. Same story, right? Do you see that? He's trying to trick her and dress up like Grandma, just like in the other stories. Soon after, he heard someone knocking. He called out, "My dear, come on in. Oh, don't you look good in your lovely red hood, but a shame that you've gotten so thin." Uh-oh. What do you think's going to happen next? Do you think the wolf will try to eat Little Red Riding Hood and the hunter might save her? Let's see. Well, Little Red took a look at her granny and said, "What on earth did you do? I could swear that your eyes have completely changed size. Hey, Gran, are you sure that that's you?" This girl's hard to trick. "Of course it is me, my sweet darling. The better to see you, my dear. And your ears are so long. Something really seems wrong. Oh, my girl, all the better to hear." Is she going to fall for it? "And those biceps, my gosh, they look massive. And your triceps and delts are immense. The better for hugging," her grandma said, shrugging. "Dear Red, that's just plain common sense." What do you think? "Well, and those teeth, they look so much sharper. Why, yes, all the better to chew." And do you see how sharp they are down here? Look at these teeth. Oh my, those are sharp. He jumped out of bed to gobble up Red, but she'd gone to ninja school too. Uh-oh, look at her. Should the wolf be afraid? Let's see who wins. She grappled and sideswiped and twisted and escaped from his clutches unscratched. She attempted a lock, but he managed to block. They appeared to be evenly matched. Who will win, good or evil? In a fairy tale, who usually wins at the end? Is it usually the good person or the bad person? That's hard to say, right? What do you think? Do you remember? Just then, they both heard someone chopping. A woodsman, Red thought. But instead, it was Gran in her G. She'd just come from Tai Chi. Don't you dare harm my hair on her head. Did you hear that rhyme? It said, dare, hair, G, Tai Chi. They rhyme. The wolf took a swing at that instant, but Red deftly dodged the attack. She got a good grip, threw him over her hip, and the wolf wound up flat on his back. I found another rhyme, grip and hip. Did you hear it too? And attack and back. Those rhyme also. Let's see what happens. I'll skedaddle, the wolf said in anguish as he struggled back up on his feet. Just a second, you beast. You will not be released till you promise to give up red meat. Though his tummy still rumbled with hunger, the wolf faced his rival and vowed, Ninja Red, you have won. My meat days are done. Oh, Red Chan, said Gran, I'm so proud. So did you hear those rhymes? One and done. Chan and Gran, right? Those are rhyming. Then Ran and the wolf bowed politely, and Gran gave him half her peach pie. The wolf was a mess. He'd had way too much stress. I guess I'll give yoga a try. Hey, that's what we do, yoga. It's good for you, right? Did you hear that rhyme? Mess and stress, another rhyming pair. He enrolled at the Downward Dog Center, where his tension began to decrease. Oh, good. He studied with yogis, said no to meat hoagies, and felt at last truly at peace. There's another rhyme. Yogis, hoagies. Decrease, peace. Did you hear how they rhymed? Two pairs. And there is the wolf now, deep in reflection, right? He has changed his ways. Sometimes we have to learn a lesson and we change our ways. I know I used to have some bad habits that I've changed. Did you have some bad habits that you've done better at? I used to wait to do my homework till the very end, and that was not good because my work was not its best. And now I don't do that. I put it first things first because I learned my leadership habits. So I want to learn about a bad habit you used to have, just like this wolf did. And now he learned his lesson, or he got wiser. So we're going to go to our next open page in our Read and Respond notebook. Mine's pink. Yours might be any color as long as it has this binding. Get yours out now. Hopefully you have a sticky note in yours. I have one in mine. That way I can find my page. And remember last time I said Long Popo is different than Little Red Riding Hood because it has 3 girls, right? That was different. It was a little different. And you had different reasons too. There was a lot of ways that story was different. And this one was different too. But I like that the wolf learned a lesson and he changed his habits. He's not going to eat meat anymore. He's not going to be violent. He's going to meditate and do yoga now. And that sounds better. So what is something that you used to do and now you have a better habit? So we're going to start it with because my new better habit is, right? So I'm going to put a capital letter. We don't want to talk too much about the old. We want to talk about what we're doing right. So my, capital M-Y. And by now you should be getting good at spelling that word, right? We use it a lot. So my new, which is spelled N-E, new. And that means like something is brand new. If it's new, like you knew it in your head, it would have a K in the beginning that's silent. But we're not doing that one. So my new, and I'm going to say better habit. Because maybe your other habit was good too, but this one's even better. Let's sound that out. Bet-ter. Do you hear that? So you can sound out words too like that, right? Bet-ter. B-et, B-E-T, ter, T-E-R. And spelling doesn't really matter that much, right? But that's how we try to sound it out to get better at it. My new better habit. Let's sound that one out. Habit. Habit. Ab. it. Did you hear it at the end? That's a word we know, a lot of us. It is IT, right? So that helps us. Habit. Habit. My new better habit is, and for me, it's putting first things first. Because I didn't used to do that all the time. I used to procrastinate. I'm being honest, but now I don't. I like to get my work done first and then go play, because then I can have the rest of the day to myself and just relax without that hanging over me. So that's what I'm going to write. What is a new habit that you've gotten better at or you're doing better? I can't wait to hear. And then draw a picture of you doing what it is you're better at to share in the morning. Do your best. Remember, be a leader like I am. Maybe yours is put first things first and you need to get it done. See you in the morning. Bye, firsties.